this Saturday, October 21st, live from Cicero Stadium. It's sold out in Chicago. It's Impact Bound for Glory. Joining us now, the one and only Tasha Steelz. Good morning.
What up? What up? Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys?
We're well. How are you?
I'm chilling, getting ready for Saturday, Bound for Glory. Big, big, big things go on, okay, for Team Adams, myself, Deonna Purrazzo. We looking to take some tag team goals, okay? Want to bring it back to Jersey.
Well, let's talk about that. So yourself and Deonna Purrazzo are going to take on MK Ultra, the team of Killer Kelly, Masha Slamovich. They're the Knockouts Tag Team Champions. You're calling yourselves Team Adams. How do we get to the name Team Adams for Tasha Steelz and Deonna Purrazzo?
Well, Team Adams is the beginning. That's where we started. That's where it all started in Team Adams Academy in Wharton, New Jersey. Damian Adams, the head trainer, the best trainer in the world to me. And that's where we started. It's been since like 2015 for me when I first met Deonna and Damian and where I first started training. And ever since then, we've trained together, we've traveled together, we broke bread together. We've done some crazy things, stories I can't tell. But it's just been a long journey for the both of us, and we've been doing it together. Which is a good thing. And she's one of my best friends, and to have this tag match and this tag title match with her, it's definitely a dream come true. I've won the title with one of my closest friends, and to this Saturday win the title with not only one of my training buddies but one of my other closest friends, it's just a big thing for me. So Team Adams has just been the beginning. So it's just been embedded in us since 2015.
You mentioned teaming with one of your close friends, Kiera Hogan, Deonna Purrazzo, another former Knockouts Tag Team Champion. She won it with one of her close friends, Chelsea Green. What is it like kind of teaming with your close friend, and the difference between teaming with someone like Kiera and with someone like Deonna?
Well, with Deonna knows me a lot more than Kiera does, because of course, Deonna helped train me. So she knows my strengths. She knows my weaknesses. She knows how I am in the ring. And we have the most amazing chemistry together. And we know just how each other is thinking without even saying it, And I was kind of the same thing with Kiera and I. Kiera and I, we can show up to pay-per-views and tapings, and we wouldn't even have to talk about it. We wouldn't have to say anything. We wouldn't even have to text or call each other. Like, everything would just be on point, from our outfits to our entrance to everything. Like, everything will be on point for us. And I think that's why we were the most entertaining during the pandemic time. Like, it was us two just being out there, being the most entertaining. But the greatest thing about tagging with someone that you're very close with, a close friend, is the fact that you two do know each other in and out of the ring. You know each other personally, you know each other professionally, and you know how each other works. So sometimes one of us is not together and the other person got to get them together, and vice versa. So that's just one of the greatest things, working with both of these ladies. They both know me. Deonna knows me 10 times more than Kiera does, but still, it's me teaming with both of my closest friends, and I can't ask for anything much.
You talked about working hard during the pandemic times. I would be remiss, as someone who covers Impact for the website, I have to ask about the Undead Realm and your experiences within it. Because, listen, for better or worse, the Undead Realm always gets people talking. So I need your unbiased opinion on your experiences in the Undead Realm.
Well, you don't want to go there, okay? So I didn't fully have the full experience in the Undead Realm. You got to talk to Kiera about that. She's been there, I think, way too many times, but she's able to get out. So I kind of had a little sneak peek into the Undead Realm, but I ended up getting out before I got too deep in. So but one thing is, you don't want to go there. That's just, it doesn't matter how tough you are, how strong you are, you just don't want to go there. Just don't do it. Don't go there.
You took a little time off from Impact earlier this year. What was the time off like, and then coming back, how did you feel getting back into the mix with everything?
Well, I had to up the flavor. So, I had to get in the kitchen and just start cooking a little bit more. I felt like the flavor I was giving, it was just a little bit, but I had to add some seasoning to it. I had to, get the right ingredients and all that in, So, once I fully develop everything of the flavor that I am, I said, you know what? It's time to return. And what better way than Impact 1000, celebrating 1000 episodes, celebrating the history of the knockouts. Of course you had to have flavor in there. So boom, there I was, surprise.
I know a chef's not supposed to give away their secrets, but I gotta ask.
Don't
What-
ask.
I got.
Okay,
Sorry,
go ahead and ask.
gotta
Go
ask.
ahead and ask.
What was some of the flavors we're working with? What are we up in the game with? Because I'll be honest, I've followed you. I've heard that answer from you before, so I gotta pull a little bit more out if I can. What was the flavor? What were we getting from the kitchen over the last 5 months between March and September?
See, if I tell you, then I have to hurt you, and I don't want to hurt you. I think you're a really great guy, so I don't want to hurt you. If I tell you, the chef is not supposed to give away the secret sauce. So if I give away the secret sauce, then everybody knows how flavor works. So I cannot tell how flavor is.
Okay. I disagree right there, Tasha. Joel Pearl is a terrible person, and you should want to hurt him for asking these kind of questions. Do you know how many people in Impact want to beat him up? Yes, there's a lot. There is a lot. So we can add your name to a prestigious list that actually includes Deonna Purrazzo and her husband, Steve Macklin. Yeah. So
wait a minute. So you, Deonna and Steve have you on the list. So you want to get beat by 3 Jersey people? Do you know the anger that we kind of have when we fight out there? Like it's a lot. Like we have a lot of aggression. It's more than ruthless. Okay, we have a lot of aggression when we go out there and we fight. I don't think you want to get beat up by 3 Jersey people. Okay, two is the worst, but 3, you might as well just call it quits.
Hey man, my sister lives in Jersey. Her husband, so they got kids. They can take you down, okay?
So you know how a Jersey person is. So why would you gotta work your way to get off our list, okay? Everybody else, I don't know, but Steve, Deonna, and I, you've got to work to get off our list because that's not good at all. That's not good at all.
All right. Well, there's another list that's going around, and that is the Knockouts World Championship match at Bound for Glory. Trinity, Mickie James, someone that you have a lot of experience with. I want your thoughts on the match between Trinity and Mickie James, and also, you've defeated Mickie James before, but not Trinity. So let's get your thoughts on the record, Trinity and Mickie James, and what's coming for Tasha.
You're right. I have not defeated Trinity. In fact, I haven't even been in the ring with Trinity, and I am looking forward to that. Whether it's title or not, I definitely would love to make some magic with Trin and I. But aside from that, Mickie James versus Trinity, I think, besides that Knockouts tag title is going to be match of the night, because I believe this is a long time coming for both ladies. And I think they've been wanting to get in the ring with each other for a very long time, and they finally get the chance to. And it's for the Knockouts World Championship. So definitely am looking forward to that match. I can't wait to see these two tear it up. They're definitely going to – I know they have great chemistry in the ring, so I know they're going to just tear it up out there. I would give Trinity the cheat code to defeating Mickie James, but I just like to keep that all to myself. I don't like to, I'm not going to give that away. So I want her to try and figure that out on her own if she can defeat the legendary Mickie James, because there's only one greatest that beat the greatest, and that's Tasha Steelz.
I want to go back to, I apologize, this is a bad memory, but Impact Slammiversary 2020. 2022, sorry. Queen of the Mountain match. This is where you unfortunately lost the Knockouts Championship. But what was it like competing in that match? And I know you and I believe Jordan Grace, and really everybody was pushing for the Queen of the Mountain match to finally be part of this in the Knockouts division. So what was that experience like in that match and then getting that on the pay-per-view?
Well, I didn't push for it because this was a disadvantage to the champ. Okay, I didn't push for this at all. Like, I didn't want this at all. I wanted to know who came up with this and why did I have to get in it. It could have been a number 1 contenders Queen of the Mountain match. It didn't have to be me in it, but whatever. No, it was a great experience. I love first evers. I love to be a part of first evers. That's history making, and I call myself the history maker. And us girls, we went out there not having a clue about this match. Like none of us has never been in it before. There's been a King of the Mountain, but there's never been a Queen of the Mountain. So we're still trying to figure out what the heck this match is. But we made it work. Unfortunately, I did lose. Not fair or square at all. I did not, no. But at the end of the day, I'm still looking for my get back on that title. So it doesn't matter who is going to be champion, whether it's Trinity, whether it's Mickie James, whether it's Jordan Grace, Deonna herself. It doesn't matter who's going to be champion later down the line. When Flavor's ready to take that back and own what's hers, I'm going to take it.
There's a promotion out there that's synonymous with Impact Wrestling. It's called IPWF. Have you heard of it, Tasha?
It sounds familiar. I think I've seen a couple episodes. Go on.
I'm hearing that they're going to be in Toronto in about a month. They're going to be doing some work. And there's someone. Her name is Tina Tiki. She looks an awful lot like you, actually. I don't know if you've seen that.
Tina Tiki, who is that? Is she trying to look like me? She trying to have all this flavor? She can't have. You better tell her. Where is she from?
From what I get, she's part of a tag team called Volcanic Activity. Her and her tag team, Lucy Luau.
So we're from Hawaii or something like that?
So, yeah.
Okay, all right. Somebody need to tell her she cannot have any. I mean, not even a slew of all this flavor. Okay, so whoever this Tina Tiki is, she better fall back. That's on period.
You're going to be keeping an eye out and maybe trying to see if the stars of IPWF are...
I mean, if I hear about this Tina Tiki, then I'm going to have to show up to Toronto and let her know what's up, because there's only one Flavor Gang leader, and that's Tasha Steelz. There ain't no Tina Tiki. What is that? Tina Tiki? What is a Tina Tiki?
Gonna have to ask her, I guess.
It's a good name. I honestly like it. Tina Tiki, though. It is a good name.
Yeah. If she looks like me, then no. But we'll have to see. If she shows up in Toronto, somebody give me a call. I'm only a flight away. It only takes about an hour from where I am. So I'll just get there and show up and show out to her real quick.
You competed in the knockouts, the Queen of the Mountain match. You've also competed in the Ultimate X match. What was that experience like, being part of Knockouts Ultimate X?
Oh man, that was amazing. That I pushed for. That I believe Jordan, Grace, and I pushed for that one. That wasn't even, I don't think was supposed to happen. And us girls, we just kept pushing for it and push for it. Like we said, we love first evers. If the guys can do it, so can we. And we show it every single time. So when we finally did get this match, we were just like hella excited. And then when the setup happened and I looked up, I was like, oh shoot, I might fall 15 feet from here. This is not gonna be good. I mean, the guys, they're 6 feet tall or so. So it's when them hitting the ground, they can land on their feet, but I'm 5'3", so I'm way shorter. So it's just the impact is gonna be worse. But nonetheless, I'm the Boricua badass, so there's just nothing I can handle. But it was just a great experience doing this and being able to win it and be the first ever Knockouts Ultimate X winner. And if there is not another Ultimate X, which I believe it should be, but I am happy to say I can go down in the history books as the first ever and maybe possibly the only. So, but it was fun. The falling part hurt like hell, but it was a lot of fun.
Shifting back to Bound for Glory and your Knockouts tag title match, someone that you have been in the ring with is Killer Kelly. You've had a series of matches with her. What did you learn from your first encounters with Killer Kelly, and what's going to change this time? Because Masha Slamovich is also a completely different breed of wrestler as well, going against yourself and Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Deonna has been in the ring with Masha. I have been in the ring with Killer Kelly. And the both of them, switching out, Masha hasn't been in the ring with me, and Killer Kelly hasn't been in the ring with Deonna. So Deonna and we could just talk about, how these two work. And that's just, I don't want to give away strategy wise, but, it's just a little something we can talk about, how she has defeated Masha before I have defeated Killer Kelly. The first time of me facing Killer Kelly, yes, I kind of underestimated her because she's walking into the flavor division. Who are you? And you did not check in with the OG. So I kind of underestimated her a little bit, but eventually I got her number and I beat her. So now going into this tag match with, I say Team Adams have the upper advantage right now because Masha has never defeated Deonna, and Killer Kelly has just took this loss from me. So, I say we have the, upper advantage of defeating them for the tag titles, but we're not going to underestimate them. They are a little bit crazy when they're in the ring and they have their little style that they do, but, we know how to maneuver around that and defeat them.
I want to ask about the growth of Deonna, because we've seen her from when she first started to all the way now and becoming the virtuosa. And she went through a lot of ups and downs throughout her career. But you mentioned she trained you. So just the overall growth of Deonna and what you've seen in her from when you first started in working with her to now to where I don't think it's a stretch to say she's one of the best women's wrestlers in the world.
No, you hit that right on the money. To me, she is one of the best technical women's wrestlers in the world. I have not seen anyone with a style like Deonna that is so fluent and can just transition just like that in anything. If there's anybody that's seen her growth over the years, of course, besides, her other two best friends, it's me, because I've been with her since the beginning and I've traveled with her and trained with her. She has just been just an amazing person, and she doesn't let things get to her too much. She knows how to just step back and analyze things, and she knows how to just overcome. She's very resilient, and that's what I love about her. And it's very motivational for someone like me. And, times if I'm down, I know how to look to her and call her and, find out like what to do and how to get better. And also we call our trainer, Damian Adams, every single time. Like, we send him our matches. Like, all right, we messed up here. Like, what can we do to get better here? And, he just talks to us and let us know, like, all right, maybe if you do things this way instead of this way. And we just figure things out from there. But her growth has just been amazing. I think she's definitely had those ups and downs. But she didn't, like I said, never let it get to her too much, because look at her now. She's been Knockout of the Year several times. She came into Impact and she's won the Knockouts World Championship. I believe she's 3 times Knockout World Champion, 3 times Knockout World Champion, and soon to be 2-time Knockout World Tag Champion. So it's just a list of things that, what can she do? She can do it all, basically. And she's traveled the world. She's wrestled the best of the best. And it's only up from here for her. And I'm happy to be a part of the ride with her.
Got one last for you, and then we'll let you go. A lot of new knockouts have come and gone throughout your time here in Impact. Of the new breed, the new knockouts that are coming in, name one singles match you want, one tag team match you want.
Well, I want that match with Trinity, for one.
Of course.
Definitely. I would love, besides the match with MK Ultra, let's see, a tag match. I always said this, and it's not going to happen, you guys, because somebody's a hater, but everyone wants to see Hardcore Flavor, myself and Mickie James tag, but somebody is just not wanting to let that happen. We're not going to say any name, Mickie James, but I would love to see us tag at least one time, before it's all over for the both of us. But yeah, definitely anybody versus Hardcore Flavor, and of course myself versus Trin.
There you go. You can catch Impact Bound for Glory this Saturday, October 21st, live from Cicero Stadium. It's sold out in Chicago. And then you can also catch the next night. There's going to be the fallout from Bound for Glory at Cicero Stadium, Sunday, October 22nd. Tasha Steelz, Deonna Purrazzo are taking on MK Ultra for the Knockouts Tag Team titles. Very excited for that match. Tasha Steelz, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Anything else you want to plug?
Of course, you have to follow your girl if you haven't already, if you want to get all this flavor, at Real T Steelz on Instagram and Twitter. Or is it X now? We say X. We don't say
Twitter.
Still Twitter. Okay. All right. I tweet. I say I tweet. But yeah, follow your girl at Real T Steelz. Yes, please tune in. Fight TV, 8 p.m. Saturday night, because we are sold out. We sold that mother effer.
You can say it. You're fine. We're way past. We're way past.
I'm trying to calm down on my curse words because they said I'm like a little sailor. So
we respect
I gotta bring
that
it
around
down
here.
a little bit. just a little bit. It's felt like 10 something in the morning, so I have to at least give it some time. I wait now until like the very beginning of the afternoon. So once the clock strikes 12 in the afternoon, oh, you believe me, I'm letting it fly.
It's 12 o'clock somewhere. It's 12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock somewhere. Well, shit then.
We did it.
There we go. Thank you,
Thank you,
Tasha.
guys.